Today we're doing the Golden Circle, which is the main sort of attractions near the west side of Iceland. And we're going to be visiting waterfalls, national parks, volcanic craters and the geyser thing. This is what the views currently look like. It is quite windy and the snow is like blowing over the road. There's two buses on the side of the road and they're being towed out and they look like they're about to fall over. Oh my god. No, we're fine. We're not in a bus like that. The visibility is getting even worse. We can barely see in front of us and there's now snow on the road as well.
Can't see where the road goes.
You can. So it's a little bit clearer. There's moments where it's completely white out and then there's moments where you can see a little bit further. But the wind was so bad, like it literally pushed the car and we skidded. We're just arriving at Kerid Crater. I don't know how you say it, but I'm calling it Kerid. The weather's cleared up a bit, which is good. So we just got back to the car from visiting the crater. My hair's a mess because of the wind. The bottom of it, there's like a lake, but it's frozen. And there's also steps that lead down to the lake. We got a little bit down because there was like a platform. It was a bit lower and you got like a nice view of the crater, but the rest of the steps were so steep and so slippery because there was ice on them and we didn't want to risk going down there. These things, these are called crampons and we put them on the bottom of our shoes to help like grip us when we're walking on the ice, which are actually really good. They're literally £4 on eBay. So the parking here is free. You have to pay 400 ISK to get in, each person, which is about £3 each, I think. If you're under 12, it's free. Also, try and get here before or after a tour coach does, tour bus. Because once they all arrive, it actually gets like packed. My hula hoops all just fell out. There's the sign with information on, and that's the bit where you pay. So we are now on our way to Gullfoss. That is not how you say it, I know that, but I call it Gullfoss because I'm English. So one thing I wanted to know before I came was about finding Icelandic horses, and I couldn't really find anywhere saying about where they were and stuff, but actually like they're literally everywhere. So far we've seen loads of horses. So with the Golden Circle there are loads of tours you can do where you actually get taken around in a bus by a tour guide. We decided to drive ourselves just because first of all it's cheaper and second of all it just gives you more freedom when you drive yourself. And also the whole Golden Circle is on main roads. Most of the time they won't be closed and they're the safest roads to be on. Golden Circle so far you can easily do on your own. 600 meters. It'll look roundabout. The wrong way.
In 600 meters at the roundabout.
The only other thing is, when we were coming out of Reykjavik, the weather was so bad. If you don't want to take that risk, then still go with tours because they're the safer option. We've come to a dilemma. Yeah, overtaking.
This is a major situation. Should I keep going or shall I stop?
Don't get yourself stuck in a mountain.
It looks a bit impassable now.
So the snow is really thick on this bit of road. Why don't you follow his tyre path? Snow. I'm not really sure what else you do in this sort of situation. They're pulling him out. We can turn around and do that other road that looked scary. It wasn't snowy, it was more like icy looking. We managed to turn around and we're now going to try and go a different route, which is not a main road. So we went back to see if we could go down another road, and the road looked really icy and dangerous, so we couldn't. So we've come back to the place, and it looks a bit flatter, but another car has got stuck in. Right, we literally just passed through the snow. There's cars are still stuck in it over there. Oh, watch this mountain bit here. So we've just sat down to get something to eat at this, what is it called, Giza something. I've got the name of it outside. And they've got a couple restaurants in here. One's like a cheapy one, and then there's another like more cafe style one. And they've got food from like ham sandwiches, toasties, paninis, soup, pasta, burgers, chips, chicken nuggets. They've also got toilets here. They've got a shop, like a souvenir shop. I got a cheese and ham toasty. My mum got a burger, chicken burger. She got tea as well. Came to 2,230, but we needed to stop and get some lunch. Opposite here, it looks like there's some geothermal steam thing going on. So we're going to check that out when we're done. So we're now on our way to see what this steam is all about over the other side of the road. Activity below, heating up the water. We found mini geyser, literally geyser. It's not really doing much. We've reached a bigger geyser. It's gone off twice. It's not the official geyser. Steamy stuff that we could see was actually the national park where the geyser is, and now we're on our way to Goldfoss, field of like steam, and then if you walk further up you come to this little geyser. I don't know if it's called it geyser or geyser. It's little geyser and it's didn't do anything. And then you go a bit further up and then you reach this other geyser that's actually active. Can't remember, it began with an S, the name of it. It was quite big, and it took forever to erupt, so, and my hands were getting cold, so I didn't get a shot of it going up, but we'll come back again and do that when it's not as windy. We didn't realise that this was the place where the actual geyser, original geyser was. We walked a bit further up and then actually saw the bigger geyser, the official geyser, but it's actually inactive now and it doesn't erupt anymore for some reason, and it does stink. Like, I knew that I had heard before that it smells really bad, and also don't stand right next to it because people got soaked. Like, if we continued filming and trying to get a shot of it in that place we were standing, we would have actually got soaked. So yeah, now we're on our way to Goldfoss. couldn't vlog up there because my phone died for some reason. Slowly. I don't like that feeling on the right.
April, the limit is 90.
Yeah, I'm doing 90. I'm driving some massive car. I'm used to driving my Fit 500. And I'm driving this. Let's see, horses. We're on our way to Thingvilla National Park. It's very white, it hurts my eyes. Okay, so we're at Thingvilla National Park. There seems to be quite a few like places to stop around here, and we've just found one that was free, and there's a sign over there that we're gonna have a look at and see what's on it. So we've just got out the car and the car park's pretty much empty, and it's not even windy anymore either, which is so good. We haven't got long till it gets dark, so we've got to be quick. So I'm guessing that's where places are to go. There's some people up there. There was also a frozen waterfall over there in that direction. I'm going to get my drone out. We're going to have a test as it's not windy and see what it's like. So we're just flying the drone as it's not windy. I don't know how windy it is up there, but it seems to be alright. These guys like to slide downstairs. I think this is like about the 5th time they're gonna do it. So we just got some shots of Thingvilla National Park. There's this lake that's kind of frozen over there, and we're just gonna work out how far away it is back home as it's starting to get dark. It's going to take us about 48 minutes to get back, so we're going to go back now as the sun sets in about half an hour and we don't want it to be dark. Almost at Reykjavik, but we're just stopping at a boneless supermarket to get some food. Oh, and there's quick. So we're in bonus now, and it looks cheaper, and there's a lot more stuff here. These are the sort of prices for milk.
I don't know. There's odor neutralising gel beads. You obviously take that off and they make your house smell nice.
We are back home from our day trip and we've just been to the supermarket. I bought some like this pasta ready meal and I've heated it up because it looked like it was tomato sauce, but it doesn't smell like it. I'm going to try it. I'm scared. Taste of pasta. Yeah, it's good. How much did we spend? 150 is £1. So we spent £10. We spent 1,500 in the supermarket. We bought pasta, just pasta meal. We bought beans, 2 tomatoes, chocolate milk. We bought some cheese, and yeah, it came to £10, which isn't too bad compared to other supermarkets, so bonus is definitely cheaper. So we left at about 10 o'clock this morning and got back at 6:30, so it was an 8.5 hour trip. So we started in Reykjavik, went down to Kerrid Crater, and then from Kerrid Crater we went up to Giza, to Gullfoss, come back down to Thingvellir National Park, and then went back to Reykjavik. We think that the weather will be a lot better tomorrow and it won't be as windy as well. So that is everything we did today. It is the end of the video. If you want to see me revisit Gullfoss and the other attractions around the Golden Circle, then I'll be posting that soon. So that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.